Welcome to the Aspen Institute Presents. I'm Hari Srinivasan. For the last 8 years, the Aspen Ideas Festival, presented by the Aspen Institute and The Atlantic, has brought together leaders from around the world to explore the ideas and issues that will shape our future. Ideas, pure and simple, can be inspirational. They can plant seeds where none existed. They can introduce us to worlds of thinking we've never imagined. This 10-part series will bring you the best of the 2012 Ideas Festival, covering 10 different topics that will affect all our lives in profound ways, from politics, war and peace, to the environment and parenting in the 21st century. Let's start with a session that asks a question working moms have been trying to answer for a long time now. Can women have it all?
What I'm trying to say is I think the women's movement, I think frankly our society has gotten to a place where we can say, let's ask for what we need. I think along the way we might end up with a more balanced life for all of us, and that would be a good thing. But we can ask for what we need and make it easier for, as I said, women to stay in the pool.
You don't do a lot of these interviews, do you?
No.
Is this the first interview like this you've ever done?
It is the first interview.
How does it feel so far?
Ask me again in an hour.
I think it's a statement and it's a tribute to the Aspen Institute that the first interview with the head of special operations, with Admiral McCraven, is done here in Aspen at the Aspen Institute.
Do you worry that Israel's standing, not only with Americans but with young American Jews, is being eroded, and what do you think can be done about it?
I'm worried. We are in a struggle. We have to invest more in pushing our cause, and we have to bear in mind that we are living in a complicated world. The world expects us to be the source of initiative to change reality.
You could get people of average intelligence in a room and ask them to design a campaign finance system for this country. And there is no way they would ever come walking out with what we have today. It's an embarrassment, and everybody knows it, and nobody wants to fix it.
I think we need national service, and I think you need it either at the conclusion of high school or university. The payoff is not what they do. It's not whether they go build roads and parks or that sort of thing. It's what you put inside them. Because once you have contributed to something, you have a slightly different view of it.
Mr. Feinberg, my daughter died in the basement of the World Trade Center in the original 1993 attacks committed by the very same people. How come I'm not eligible? I don't think the 9/11 fund can be understood and defended based on who died or who was injured. It can be defended, and I defend it all the time. I think it was the right thing to do because the American people wanted to demonstrate to the world and to those nations harboring terrorism, you won't win.
Everything is this now. You know, everybody's doing this. I want that. You know, I think we're regressing. I think we're regressing. I like the human voice. I don't want yes, no, okay. I think that the power of live theater, it will never die. You're here in this room, proof of that.
Almost 20 years ago, I came to the Aspen Institute as a guest of Charlie Firestone. He looks exactly the same. Charlie taught me how to run meetings in a deliberate way, and I watched him very carefully. Much of my management, in terms of the way I actually ran things, came from Charlie Firestone. Right. I started hanging out about 10 years ago with Walter Isaacson, whose detailed and very rigorous analysis of things served as the model for my analytical view of things. A few years ago, I started hanging out with Bob Steele because as sort of a apparently brilliant businessman who foolishly decided to start working for the government, he is has the best analytical understanding of why governments work the way they do, and has some proposals for how to change them. So what to say about the Aspen Institute, but that the Aspen Institute is a family of which I am a very proud member. So with this, I accept this with great humility. Thank you so much.
I think what we're trying to do is to create 360-degree thinking and feeling at the same time. And it seems now people are saying more and more, people who do that make better decisions.